All right, good to see y'all. Urban View Mornings. Dr. Greg Carr, Lamont King, and today we got a chance, man, on air to really. I've been broadcasting for many years. I've never spent that much time on Founders Day talking about Alpha Phi Alpha
No.
Fraternity. And I thought
Never in
that
your
was
whole
shout out
broadcast
to
career?
Daryl. Not that long. Shout
Daryl
out to
Green is
Daryl,
the man.
man, our engineer, man. He found a version of the hymn
Brought a
that
tear
I
to our
had
eye.
never heard. All
Yes,
three
sir.
verses,
Yes, sir. All three
magical.
verses.
Played it on the air, and we spent some
We
time
only
on it.
seen 1 and 3.
Yeah.
They put the second verse in there.
Yeah. And so that was a big deal. And got some callers calling in, trying to, rain on our parade
Some
for
of
a
us,
quick
I
second.
mean,
Just supportive.
you
Some
know,
of them supportive, but
yeah,
a couple
paying
Qs and
tribute
Kappas.
like our sons should.
Yeah, as they
the many
should.
sons from
It's,
the various youth
as
groups.
I call it, Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
Day.
But let's take it back real quick to
Father's
some of
Day.
your some of your most vivid, or if there's a single vivid memory from your time coming into the organization.
Oh, most of those I can't speak to because there may not be statute of limitations.
I
Although it's
mean,
been
yeah.
1985, so
Yeah,
I suppose
yeah.
it should have run. The early days,
Or you could be like a friend of mine.
a friend of mine.
Yeah.
That's true.
Friend of mine.
No, I tell you,
Stayed in the cup.
the early days are memorable, and there's all kind of stories I can think about in terms of bonding and some of the things we did. I tell you though, the more recent ones stick out to me. After you've been in this, even and maybe I know you have these moments. Funerals for some reason
Yeah.
for me. James Donaldson, who was the dean of the College of Arts and Sciences at Howard, was a alpha, and we did the ceremony before. To stand there with those elders, and then to stand with the elders at the funeral of Sam Yet, who was the founder of the Howard University campus, Tennessee State campus newspaper. But the one that stands out to me in terms of a funeral ritual where you say, I'm a member of Alpha, and so are all these people, and so is the person we're honoring, was right down the street at the convention center at the funeral of Marion Barry.
Oh, Marion Barry, wow.
Where they want all the alphas to come down and
Yeah,
sing
I saw it on
do the
TV.
ritual, man.
On the internet.
That was electric.
Yeah,
Thousands of people, but at that moment,
Yeah.
we're saying to the world, yeah, this is what this fraternity, this man right here represented the best values of this. I mean, it's a hell of a thing. I don't know, but what about you?
Nah, so that's interesting. I don't know if I would have went that route, but since you
just
did,
stuck out of my mind.
Yeah, no. So one of my big bros who walked me in, very pivotal in my personal and professional career. He passed the week before we started this show
in May.
In May, and we've been on for 6 months. But his funeral was our first day. So he's somebody that has watched my whole career and has always championed me returning to the airways. And his funeral was on the first day that we were in here. So I'm operating on day one in here, knowing that when the show was over, I had to go to his funeral. So, and that was a brother's brother. He's one of those, brothers.
Yeah.
And so that's something that sticks out very recently because, and then at the funeral, like you said, I'm talking the whole chapter from, and we're a close-knit chapter.
Yes.
New Kappa, key number 473 at UMBC.
Yes,
and so our founders are in the room.
When them
Our
old
chapter,
heads come,
our
man.
chapter founders, and we all have
It's
personal
real.
relationships with our chapter founders, which is unique anyway.
Yeah, it really
But
is
to be in the room and to be, standing in the circle, and so that everybody in there can see the presence and see, and then you look across the room, you see who had an impact on you and who this and this, and then you think about everybody's there for that one person. That puts the B in Brotherhood supersized.
Yeah.
To me, you know what I mean? So. That was a moment. But shout out to everybody celebrating Founders Day. Do something for your fellow brother. It's bigger than letters. I always say that. It's bigger than letters. So all of our sons, you're more than welcome to celebrate with
Absolutely.
us today as well.
Please. Because of us, you.
Yeah,
So you
because of
always-
us, you.
Yeah, you should always. From us to you, life.
From us to you. From our family to yours. Because your family is our family. So there's that. Happy Founders Day. 06.
06.